SMT Nation, we back. Nation, we just got the Comcast Q3 2023 earnings. I got all the numbers for you here. In fact, there'll be a placeholder article from Jeff Baumgartner, light reading. I'll be sure to link that for you in the description. But I just went ahead and got the numbers from the Comcast release earlier today. And folks, it's bad. Comcast is not doing well. Basically, every aspect of their business is either shrinking or underperforming. And that's not to say that the company's going out of business. It's not to say that the company is in dire straits. They still make a lot of money, right? They get money hand over fist from their cable subscribers and fiber subscribers. But I mean, something has to be said about this. These folks at cable and generally speaking, analysts that are on the side of Cable Town paint the picture of things being absolutely rosy, but I will tell you, it is simply not that. Anyways, the title of the article, Comcast sheds broadband subs, sees weaker wireless growth in Q3. That's going to be the basic premise of the video, so you'll get that tone from the SMT. I'll be sure to link this article for you. It'll be in the description, and of course, ways to support the channel in the description as well. All right, so looking at the market response to the Q3 earnings from Comcast, the shares are slumping. Investors really seeming bearish, showing kind of negative sentiment towards, this company, Comcast, and their lack of growth. Minus 18,000 broadband subs. So that is a loss, folks, and I'm pretty sure that's consecutive quarters of loss. And I'm pretty sure that's characteristically been what's going on there for the last year and some change. Right? They're guiding for another weak Q4, right? So expect Q4 to be weak or weaker. In fact, they're anticipating a larger number of losses in Q4. Investors don't seem to care about the plus 294K growth in wireless customers. So adding 294,000 customers, cool, right? But they don't make money on those customers, right? Those customers aren't profitable in that segment of the transaction. They don't seem impressed by the theme parks, which I think they had plus 17% in, I don't know if it's just visitors or if that's revenues. The studio's performances, they had 4 million Peacock subscriber ads. So even those things and the stock still dipped precipitously. I think 6+% loss on the trading session. We can blame this on the broadband losses, folks, because that is their core business. And they're blaming, Comcast is blaming a lack of new home builds, in a weak housing market and a weak economy. Interest rates are at all-time highs. I can't think of a time, at least in my lifetime, knowing a higher rate than 8% for a home loan. The lack of growth for Comcast core business began last year as fixed wireless access from both Verizon and T-Mobile has kicked their ass and halted the growth of big cable. And this is where kind of the cable bulls come in, and they'll say, and big cable themselves, they say fixed wireless access is a parking lot. It's temporary. Customers will be back. Well, how the hell do you know that? The net promoter scores for fixed wireless subscribers is higher than cable and fiber. Customers are happy with their rate plans. They're happy to leave cable. There's the venom that's still there from all the years of being abused, right? Being dragged through the mud and explosive pricing and all those other factors. But I'm sorry, but 3 out of 5 quarters being losing in, your subscribers of your core business, that's holding L's. Meanwhile, Verizon adds 434,000 fixed wireless access subscribers and Fios customers. T-Mobile adds 557,000, right? They're up to 4 million plus subs. Verizon's up over 2+ million subs in fixed wireless access. What the hell is going on at Comcast that they could do to stop this bleeding? How long are they going to sit on the sidelines and just take this on the chin? Now, one of the quotes, from Comcast was, "We expect ARPU growth." Well, what the hell? You're losing customers. You're not gaining any new ones. And the only thing that's growing, and it's growing at a slower pace, is unprofitable wireless. All right, so as of right now, in terms of revenues, the wireless side of their business produces $917 million of revenue, and that's on 6.3 million subscribers. And then the wireline business has $6.4 billion in revenue, and that's on 31.3 million subs, or 32.3 million subs. Right? So obviously you have a lot more wireline subs, but the difference is not just the number of subs, it's the fact that it's profitable. They're probably averaging an $80 ARPU or more on their wireline business. Meanwhile, their ARPU on their wireless is like $30. They might even be paying a little bit more than that to Verizon to host on the network. Look, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not an investor in cable, and it's because of shit like this. And by the way, these guys are about to dump tens of billions of dollars into their DOCSIS upgrades across all their markets across the country. I do not envy the folks at Comcast, but I mean, they're in this position because they haven't really sunk enough money incrementally into their networking over the last 8 or 9 years. I'm not saying they haven't done any upgrades. I'm saying they haven't done enough in the last handful of years to prepare for this moment. And it's because of that, you're going to see CapEx rising, and you're going to see investors aggravated by this. This kind of looks messy, man. And I don't know when that turnaround is for them, but it's not close. And don't for a moment think fixed wireless is done growing. They're going to grow through 2025. These Comcast and Spectrum people are crazy. They're just trying to save face, and they're trying to, look smart in front of their investors, but they ain't fooling nobody, right? They're getting served, right? All those years of terrorizing people and treating them like shit. Get it back in spades. There you go. Tell me what you guys think. Down in the comment section below. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.